Hello! So as my friend just explained to you, for my challenge this week I've picked that we each have to speak in a different accent of your choosing. My two choices came down to a British accent, which, yeah, obviously was the one that got picked, and an American accent. The reason I didn't pick an American accent was because in this collab watching this there are actually people who are from America, so my really dodgy American accent would have been really obvious. So instead I picked a British one, which I can do okay, and there are no British people here, so you can't tell me how terrible I am. I was like totally gonna do this vlog earlier in the day. It's about 6 o'clock on Friday here and getting dark, and I was all going to do it earlier when it was bright and sunny, you could see me properly. And then I was reading this book, which is amazing. It's like scary, like about supernatural kind of things, but really good. It's called The Haunting of Elizabeth Cray, if you can't see that. So if you ever get a chance to read it and you like scary books, then do that. It's by Chris Wooding, because authors are important. So with my challenge, I've kind of picked that I'm going to try and do it for the entire video, but I don't want you guys to feel obliged to try and do it for the entire video, because I know that some people find it really hard. But if you can't do it for the entire video, then just do it for like a minute or something, because it's kind of a challenge where, you know, you don't actually have to do much. You can vlog while you're doing it. I also decided to have a question to go with it, and otherwise I'd just like to hear about your week so far. But the question is, well, it's not so much of a question, but I want you to tell me about your best friend. So you have to pick one. I know I have more than one best friend, but you have to pick one and tell me about them, and I'm really interested to hear about your friends. So I'm going to tell you about my best friend next week, because I have some things to talk about in my week this week, and I've realised that the way the weeks work, the person who challenges then ends up the next week with nothing to talk about. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about my best friend next week, partly because I want to have something to talk about next week, partly because I've got two contenders for best friend and I don't know which one to talk about. So yeah, I'll just tell you about my week. I went on a trip to Sydney, which the clips at the start were from. My friends and I gallivanting around Sydney was for a psychology excursion. We went to the dodgy part of Sydney where a large number of homeless people are, and lots of strip clubs and stuff, as a thing, psychological thing, and that was really interesting, really fun, and really tiring. And it was fun hanging out with my friends. And apart from that, I am on holidays now. I have a 2-week break because my school is different to American school, at least. I don't know about in Germany, but my school is different, so I now get 2 weeks off school. But in Australia we have this game called Australian Rules Football, and tomorrow is the grand final and my team that I go for is in it, so that's pretty exciting. My big achievement for this week was that I'm now able to sing the chorus of Indigo by Tom Milsom. So I'm really looking forward to hearing about your weeks, everyone, and about your best friends. And Itzel, it was good to see you again. Yes, you say my name. I'm going to say this in my normal voice because otherwise it might be a bit confusing. So you say my name, Adrienne. A-D-R-I-E-N-N-E. It's spelled on the site, which is correct. So it was good to see you back, Itzel. And Stella, we'll see you tomorrow. And DFTBA, guys.